Hi, Cyborg-Lucario, and guess what? It actually happened! A new Marvel vs. Capcom is announced at PSX, and they already unveiled 4 characters! X! They got our boy Mega Man X! With Captain America and Morgan getting revealed just a few days later, so we have 6 new characters to the roster. The shadow we figure at the end may be a combination of Sigma and Ultron, and we're getting a proper story mode this time around. But elements of that may be too early to talk about since the game was announced not too long ago. So we should probably talk about new characters who I would like to see in this game instead. The rules are as follows. It can only be characters that hasn't been in previous games. Even if it would be nice to tell people how much you really want to see Dr. Doom and the X when not getting caught. Due to movie rights issues that Marvel has with the most hidden greedy film studio ever, 20th Century Fox! So let's get this hype machine started! Let us start a bit lighthearted with one of Spider-Man's famous foes. Nope. Not him either. That's an enemy of Spider-Gwen! No, it's the Shocker. No, I'm Shocker. Huh? Shocker? I'm Spider-Man's arch enemy. It's what, son? It's true. Nobody's seen it, but I've had it on the ropes a bunch of times. It's just my dumb luck. Yeah, Shocker may not be that well known among casual Spidey fans, but amongst comic readers, he's a fan favorite. Herman Schultz was an engineer and high school dropout who made his own gauntlets and will shoot out shockwaves through vibrations, and also made a shape-looking suit that will protect him from hard hits. Wait, he was still able to invent stuff even though he dropped out of high school? Either he's smarter than he wants to let on, or he just has dumb luck. He went on to become a hitman for criminal organizations, not for any ambitious goals or anything, but because he simply needed a job. So he never took it personally whenever Spider-Man or any other hero took him in. Shocker's fighting style will consist of keeping his distance and charge up his shock bracelets, but he shouldn't be pathetic at close combats, because he has actually put up a fight against Luke Cage and Iron Fist at the same time. And my last point being that he's gonna be in Spider-Man Homecoming, so there's one reason to have him in. Or you could have him as a young character. Bonus points if the ultimate version is used as an alternate skin. He watches over Hell's Kitchen, protecting its people from evil. He is justice, blind but correct in his cause. He's the man without fear, Daredevil. That was a bit too cheesy for me, and I don't even like cheese. Yuck!
Yes, yeah.
Daredevil is just one of those characters that feels like a no-brainer to include since the Infinite is here to be focusing on the characters appearing in the MCU. So who said that the Netflix series is out of the question? I could easily see him as an easy character to use. He just needs to attack with his belly club, which can also work as a grappling hook to grab opponents from a distance. And since he can't see, so do I think it will be interesting if they implemented his hearing and other senses to counter our opponent's attacks. Heck, it could be the best way for him to start a combo with. So fast and focusing on counters, really much like most sword fighters in the Super Smash Bros. Games. But also a combination with speedy characters without being a speedster. Werewolves are awesome! A werewolf who knows Kung Fu is awesome! You know what I'm talking about, right? I would have put some other martial arts calling werewolf here for a cheap laugh, but I have no idea about anybody else than Young Taliban. Young Taliban seems like a good choice for Marvel vs. Capcom with his dashing abilities and several different cool attacks he could bring to the table. Because Darkstalker's characters would have hit the MVC franchise with both fast-paced and flash in their moves can be, like John's Carlos or smooth. Not to mention his fantastic foot and muscle and that fantastic mane. So smooth.
Ha! Gay!
I would like to put him high on that list, but let's be real here. There's no evidence that Capcom will ever plan on reviving the Darkstalkers franchise. So any characters from there will be on a low priority. They're probably only gonna have Morrigan as the sole Darkstalkers for all I know. No cats or Yankees this time around. With Ultron probably being involved from what we can guess from things we have seen. How would it make sense if we had a certain Avenger in the game? No, I'm not talking about Hank Pym's plethora of identities. I'm talking about Ultron's own. I think that Vision could be an unique character in that he can change his density, meaning that he could, for example, face through opponents when dashing, or maybe experimenting with how much he can damage with his densities. So he could potentially be a very defensive character. It would also be a missed opportunity to not have Vision in the game, considering that Ultron is Paul's is going to be one of the main antagonists of the game. Like how they had their moment Schumacher in the original release of Marvel vs. Capcom, where they ended not having to get doors to range until the Ultimate Edition. No, wait, that Schumacher long before they put the good doctor in the franchise. Anyway, let's hope Vision doesn't get relegated to DLC. DLC that's already in the game behind the Jäklans paywall. So we know that X will be in the game, and maybe Zero will return. Maybe we can see the third memory counter appear. Axel will be focusing on guns, and his special moves will be based on his arsenal from X8. And also be able to copy his opponents for a short moment as one of his supers. Will that be too much focus on the Mega Man X characters? As much focus as Street Fighter characters had in the past, perhaps? Wait, last game only had one Street Fighter from each of the numbered games at a time? Dang, I need to make a new joke to end this segment. I really hope they don't make him sound like a girly pants again. Ah, come on! Do you have an idea how hard it is to script this? Oh, I forgot to mention. He can light. Oh. Oh, that's Ariel. Oh, back for him. Are you ready, guys? Yeah! Put the gun, son! Yeah! We're on number 3 spot! And now who's on it? Devil Masama! Woo! That's right, ladies and guys! Here we go! The Dragon of the North, Dr. Masamune. One of the famous warlords during the Sengoku Jidai period, and one of the playable characters and poster boys for Capcom's Sengoku Basara series, which is nothing like Tecmo Koei's Samurai Warriors series. I haven't played it, I don't know all the differences between the games. I can clearly see Dante being in the game with his skills at generating lightning, somehow, and switching his stances from using a single sword to using 6 swords for more power, but lowering his defense. Sengoku's arm was also made by the guy who made Devil May Cry, so you know it will be cool. But I remember hearing that Masamune was considered for Marvel vs. Capcom 3, but the same game mentioned earlier didn't allow it. I will hope that he changes his mind about it for this installment. If there's one Capcom character I believe have a higher chance than any other, even if those already mentioned are among the coolest characters I know, then it has to be one of the angriest gods ever! It's even in the title of his game. Asura's Wrath was one of some game that always stopped it, the further you got into it, up until you... His level 1 super will make him grow extra arms until his life bar gets lowered enough. And he can use his energy balls as an end-air attack. But one of the biggest reasons to have him in the roster is so that we can finally have a fight between Asura and the Hulk! I hope you made good life savings, because you may need to get off the planet if those two decide to duke it out. Though the moon could be a good stage for them to settle the score. The number 1 spot goes to the famous king of the jungle who puts fear into evil who dares who enter their land. And I'm not talking about the Phantom, but of Black Panther. Since when his father was assassinated by Ulysses Claw, so did T'Challa take up the mantle of the Black Panther and the king of Wakanda, an isolated but technically advanced country in Africa. Of course, T'Challa made it open to the rest of the world after working with other heroes like the Avengers. What with his role in Civil War, which was also his first appearance before his solo movie, and a positive reception, so does the badass king deserve a spot among the two world's greatest fighters. He's not only agile, but his armory of vibranium weapons like claws, throwing daggers, and spears can also help in giving him an advantage. Since he won't just use his claws, then he's hopefully not going to be too similar to Vega or Wolverine. Though I'm not sure if he wouldn't even count as a power character like Wolverine, even if his height makes him immune to Gatling guns. I'm sure there are a lot more that could fit. Heck, maybe there are some that you think wouldn't be better hit than anyone I mentioned. In that case, tell me in the comments below. I wouldn't be surprised if people want Howard the Duck in Infinite. I mean, there could be worse choices, like someone who doesn't even belong to either Marvel, Disney or Capcom. I just suddenly feel uncomfortable. This has been Cyborg-Lucario, so until next time, see ya! Oh, before I leave ya, so do I really want to thank my patrons. First, the minor patrons, Satsuma Lord and the Helmet, and the normal patron Jody. Thank you for supporting me. And a special thank you to Red Angel for making sure that the script wasn't crap. Though if you think something else with it was crap, I wouldn't be surprised if us Marty Pants made a commentary on it.